M. Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at kicks96country.com. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of the great state of North Carolina. Please welcome Blake Wood. How are you, Blake?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Fletch.
All right. So you were born in Kentucky but raised in North Carolina, right?
I was born in Owensboro, Kentucky, but moved right after, so didn't spend much time there. But raised in North Carolina in a town called Wake Forest.
Okay.
And great town. Good people. And I love growing up near the water and the mountains, kind of in between. But
that's Appalachia, though, right? I mean, is that the Appalachia region? Am I getting my geography wrong?
I want to say it's not far.
Okay.
It's not right up in there, but it's close enough. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, well, you grew up obviously, in a real country setting. It's like that's God's country right there, man. I'm telling you right now, I've been through that part of life, and it's gorgeous over there. So, growing up with that kind of scenery and obviously the lifestyle and everything, was country music was just something that was just inevitable in your life?
It was mainly because I grew up in country music, my family doing it. So, my dad, he grew up doing, gospel music, and he was on the road, on a bus doing the whole thing. And my mom sings, and my brothers, I have 3 older brothers that, the whole family kind of does music. So I was really raised in, gospel and country. And so that's really how I got into it. But yeah, definitely the surroundings and everything like that didn't hurt at all. But yeah, it's kind of what got me into it.
All right. Well, then you're a relatively young guy. How long have you been like playing and songwriting?
So I've been doing music for a long time, but I did it back in North Carolina, but in Nashville for about 4 years. So just consistently doing it my whole life, but really seriously about 4 or 5 years.
Right. Well, who would you say some of your biggest country influences are?
Oh wow.
Old or new, don't care.
Yeah, I mean I was raised listening to mostly 90s country,
Okay.
so I feel like I gotta say George Strait, Brooks and Dunn, Alan Jackson. My first CD was Alan Jackson. It was the Drive record.
Good for you. I love that song.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah, I played that CD nonstop,
Okay.
and still have it. So yeah,
All right.
huge fan.
So that led you into songwriting. So since you've been in Nashville, have you had the opportunity to write with anybody in Nashville that you were just like, wow, I can't believe I'm writing with this person?
Yeah, I mean, so many talented writers and artists. I still have my my dream co-writes.
Yeah.
the Dean Dillon and stuff
Of
like
course.
that.
Everybody wants to write with Dean Dillon.
That's always like a thing where you think about it, you're like, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so many talented writers. Just for example, like just Sam Grow being on his label and on tour with him, but also just co-writing with him has been a blast, and we've written so many cool songs. So
You might remember Sam Grow was just here. If you look back just a couple of months ago, he was here with the Boomtown Saints, and Sam Grow and the Boomtown Saints had that duet out together late last year and early the part of this year. So go back and find that Sam Grow. If you're not sure who Sam Grow is, you're going to want to know because he's cool. He's really cool. And Sam produced this record. Is that right?
he did. He's produced all my stuff. The last record, all my stuff on the label. So I signed to the label about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago as a writer, and then signed as an artist on the record label side. And then ever since then, Sam's been producing my stuff, and he's crushed it. I didn't know how good he was at producing. I just knew he was a talented writer and artist. But it's been cool experiencing that, and he's just fun to work with.
All right. So the single right now is "Dear Life." Is that one that you wrote on your own, or did Sam co-write that with you, or someone else?
Yeah, so that was a solo write. Just me in my room one night. I had the title, and I wanted to make sure I wrote it and said what I wanted to say in it. So I started writing the verse and the chorus one night. I think it was like 2 a.m. because I was get creative late at night. So I wrote the verse and the chorus to it, and I kind of set it down because I was like, I don't want to rush this song. I want to make sure I say everything I want to say, and so picked it back up a little later. Probably like a few weeks later, and just once I figured out everything I wanted to say, just thought about it, finished writing the song, and love how it turned out. And then I recorded like a work tape on my iPhone, just like acoustic vocal work tape, and I put it on TikTok. And I was stoked to see it took off on TikTok, and a lot of people connected to it, and told me their stories, and so many inspiring and amazing stories just from the messages and emails and stuff like that. So me and Sam, we got in the studio like 6 days later, which was, so many studios are booked up, that soon. So, but he got us in the studio 6 days later. We recorded it and put it out, and it's been, a big impact on just playing shows and seeing the response. So yeah, Dear Life was one that I'm, one of the songs I'm most proud of for sure.
Well, okay, well, so for somebody who hasn't heard the song yet, Dear Life, tell us what's it about? Who's it for?
Yeah, so it's a song about, how life can knock you down and kick you while you're down, but also about how you got to get back up and keep moving forward. And it's about stuff that I've been through in my life and my family's been through, but also I want to write about stuff that everyone's been through and stuff that may not relate to me, but it might relate to somebody out there. So yeah, it's a life song. So it's but I think it's an encouraging song though, for sure.
All right. Well, I mean, it is. I mean, stuff like that. I love songs like that just kind of like take you down the road of your life and your life experience, and then other people can be like, yeah, I totally understand that. I've been in that place. I've had those same thoughts and feelings, and it's kind of validating. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, it's again, like the stories I've heard from playing the shows and meeting someone after and them telling me, something that went, happened that they were going through, but the song encouraged them to keep moving and keep fighting. And that's always, that's what songwriting's all about.
Absolutely.
So I love it.
Well, music is about making connections, and I think you did a pretty good job with Dear Life. I think just about anybody can hear that song and find something in it that they relate to, they understand. So, Blake, is this single, is it on its own, or is there a larger album that's released or about to be released that's
so
gonna be part of?
We did put out Dear Life, the album, last year in November, and love how it turned out. So that was, I wanted to title it Dear Life, the album. It just felt right. But right now we're in the studio working on our second album.
Okay.
So so we're working on the second record right now, and it's been a blast and loving how it's going. But yeah, Dear Life is definitely been the focus for sure.
All right. So, Dear Life is the single. If you want to hear it, make sure you call us at Kicks 96. We'll gladly play it for you. Blake, if somebody is hearing your story and they're thinking this is like a really interesting guy and I want to hear more of his music and learn more about him, where do they find you on the internet?
So you can find me anywhere on socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's all under Blakewood Music. And so I'm on all the socials and all the streaming platforms and all that kind of stuff. And first time going to radio, so I'm super stoked. Always had a dream to do that. And so
I'm glad we could be a part of that dream. So, all right. So Blake Wood is our guest, and the single is Dear Life. We'll gladly play it for you if you want to hear it. Look for a live performance from Blake elsewhere here on our YouTube channel. And Blake, thanks for visiting, man. Thanks for coming down. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see us again.
All right. Thank you so much. I will definitely come back.
All right. We'll see you next time on another artist video blog right here at Kicks96Country.com.
Might get knocked off the right path when the wind blows, but when it all goes wrong, I'm gonna hang on tight, even if I'm holding on for dear life.